Okay, so for the showing question, usually a lot of students will get some misconception. So their approach to showing is sometimes it's totally wrong. Okay, so showing question or explanation question that involve discriminant goes something like this. So in this question, right, I'm supposed to show or rather explain. So it's a bit like showing or explain that for m equal to 5, the straight line is a tangent to the curve. So maybe we want to work out the value first with m equal to 5. So you can see a clear straight line. And you can also see the quadratic function. So if you put in the m equal to 5, you will see a straight line and a quadratic equation. So if you want to show tangent, essentially you're going to show one root. So one of the approach will be, right, you solve like simultaneous. You can solve as a simultaneous equation, and then you end up with only one pair of solution. That means you only end up with a x and you end up with a y. So that is one way of showing. Another way will be, right, I will make use of the condition for one root. So another way will be I show the condition for the discriminant. So in this case, right, if I want to show the discriminant, I will need to get the value of my ABC. So the value of ABC will come from the simultaneous equation. So first of all, I got to execute a simultaneous equation so that I can get my ABC first. So after trying for the simultaneous, I will have gotten my ABC. Okay, so you cannot set the discriminant equal to 0. So it will be wrong if you set the discriminant equal to 0. So your job is to explore the expression for the discriminant. So with your ABC, okay, careless mistake. So you can work out the discriminant. And in this case, you get a 0. So when you get the discriminant 0, you will do an explanation. You do an explanation based on, since the discriminant is 0, so there is only one root, and hence the straight line is a tangent to the curve. So, and from here, okay, we can do hence to find another value. So how are we going to do a hence? So you're going to still execute the same thing. But you're going to execute with m not being known. So you're going to redo the whole thing. So again, in a way, you're going to repeat the whole step. So you repeat the simultaneous. So we repeat the simultaneous. You realize it's exactly the same method and you got to your ABC. So this is not a showing question. So this is the question where you are going to, I think I make a careless mistake. Hang on, I make a careless mistake on the -4. So from here, this is not a showing question. We are confirmed that the line is a tangent. So since the line is a tangent, so there is only one root. So our discriminant will be equal to 0. So now you're not explaining. You may set the discriminant to 0. And then you solve. You solve for 2 values of n. And one of the values should be the previous value. So you should be able to get the previous m equal to 5. So this m equal to 5 is already in part 1. So the other value that we're looking for will be -3. So this is the difference between explaining question and a situation where the the it's not explaining, the situation where it is confirmed one root. So if you need to show one root, you calculate the discriminant or find an expression for the discriminant. So where in part 2, we are confirmed that there's only one root. So it's a different story.